friends, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time with me, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Alexis, but I'm also known as MissTrenchcoat all across the internet. I help ambitious women plan for a balanced life and online business using my CEO strategy and master plan methods. Today, we are going to be discussing how to stay productive and organized in 2022. This video is part of a 9-video series that I've created to help you get organized for the year ahead. Here is the outline of the series in case you want to pause and see what's to come. So I sincerely hope that you enjoy and get a lot of value from this series and, of course, today's video. To keep everything organized for you as you go through this series, check the description of this video because I'm going to link the entire series so you can easily find each video as it's published. And I have also created a handy free download checklist for you to use as you go through the videos and complete the actions that I recommend. That download will be linked in the description of this video as well. Of course, if you are excited about this series, take a quick moment before we begin to give this video a like and to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so you don't miss any of my future videos. Today's video is video 1, and we are going to be discussing the topic of choosing and setting up your planner. So let's get started. So my first big tip and action item for you to get organized and productive for 2022 is to choose and use a planner. Now, when I say that, I mean that you can be like me and you can use a paper planner, or you can use a digital system if that's more of your need and style. Technically, I use a mix of paper and digital. I love my planner for the tactile experience of putting pen to paper to get all my thoughts, plans, dreams, and ideas out of my head and onto paper to be organized into a better process and time management strategy. But I also use a few digital tools to help me stay organized as well. I use the calendar and reminder apps on my phone and on my computer to alert me to important dates or events because my planner, unfortunately, doesn't have an active notification system. I've always said that's one of the downfalls of a paper planner. It doesn't alert you when something is due or something's coming up. So I also rely on the Apple Notes app that syncs between my phone and my MacBook to organize precise details of my task or work. So yes, I brain dump, organize, and outline my ideas inside of my planner. But as an online business owner who uses digital platforms for my work, I then take those outlines and then I go into more precise detail in my Notes app. And I specifically love using a Notes app that syncs between my phone and my computer seamlessly because it gives me the ability to do and access my work from any device whenever or wherever I am. So if you're not someone who is an Apple user, do not be afraid. I know that there are plenty of apps out there that do sync between your phone and your computer. I mean, definitely like Google's entire suite of applications like Google Calendar and Google Drive and all of those things can be used in any type of a computer or phone situation that you have. So don't worry if you're not an Apple person. I just use Apple Notes because it's built into all of my products and it's a very easy system to use to make sure I have all my information on hand. So definitely choose the planning system that works for you and don't feel like you have to be an all paper or all digital planner because they each have their benefits and limitations. Now, when it comes to both paper and digital planning systems, there are many options for you to choose from. I'm not going to be able to go through like an exhaustive list in this video. My paper planner of choice, you may already know, is the Master Plan system, and that's for general planning and organizing my tasks and time. But then I also use the CEO Strategy Planner inserts for business planning, and I'll leave those systems linked down below for you to check them out if you're still looking for your perfect planner inserts. Now, if you're struggling to find a planner that works for you, here are a few tips or insights to help you. First, I want you to get rid of the notion that there's a perfect planner out there just waiting for you to discover it. It just isn't true. Any number of planners may meet your needs so long as you're clear on what your needs are And planners work if you do the work. They aren't magical productivity enhancers, they are tools to support your productivity. Always keep that in mind. Next, consider the logistics of the planner itself. So first, what size planner overall fits your needs and lifestyle? The most common sizes are full letter A4, half letter A5, and personal size. Now, those aren't all of the sizes, but they are a good place to start when considering the general size of the planner that you want to use. So in truth, I don't really think there are many differences between even the different proprietary sizes of planners out there, but generally have it in your head that there are planners that are pretty much a full sheet of paper, there are planners that are like a half sheet of paper, and then there are planners that are smaller, more like compact, that might be easy to travel with. So those are generally the three sizes, even though there's, different dimensions technically for a lot of different planners out there. Next, consider what style binding would be most convenient for you. So if you purchase a planner that's ready-made from the store, they usually come either spiral bound, coil bound, or book bound. But if you would prefer a more customizable system, as I do, you can create your ideal system in a ring-bound planner or a disc-bound planner. So spiral, coil, and disc planners all give you the ability to fold the planner over onto itself, and generally book-bound and ring-bound style planners need to lay flat. So that's something to consider when you're choosing the style of planner that you want to use. You'll also want to consider where you'll be using your planner to determine if you need a more portable planner or if you can use a larger planner that will likely remain on your desk. But I will say, okay, when it comes to portability, any planner is going to be portable. A full letter planner may not fit into a small purse, but it can be accommodated by a tote bag, which is what many women carry around anyway. So I always recommend to my students that they just find the planner size that works for them, because the portability issue is something that can be negotiated and worked past. So don't feel like because you're going to be always on the move with your planner, you're limited to smaller sizes. I really think that realistically, even a larger planner can be carried around. You can use a bigger bag, and we're usually driving around places anyway. So it's not like you're going to be lugging a huge planner with you, walking up and down the streets, doing your work or your tasks. So think about portability in that way. Really, all of that can be negotiated. So other factors to consider in choosing the size of planner that you are going to use is the size of your handwriting and the amount of tasks, appointments, and details that you expect to write in that planner. Obviously, someone with larger handwriting and many tasks to write down for a day would benefit from using a larger planner. Certainly something like half letter or larger would probably be more ideal for someone who has a lot to write down and or has very large handwriting. Finally, consider the layouts or spreads that you want to use in your planner. Something important to consider with this choice is understanding the way that your mind envisions information. How do you like to see tasks, appointments, and information laid out? Do you need to see your whole month laid out in 2 pages because you have lots of details to schedule on a monthly view? Or will a smaller monthly view work? Will you need weekly spreads or daily spreads to fit in all of your task and agenda items? Think about how many tasks you have in a day or week to keep track of. Also consider the amount of scheduled appointments or meetings you need to track. Someone who works based on appointments each day likely needs a daily schedule view or a week on 2 pages with that daily schedule to be able to plan their expectations properly. But if you only have a few tasks that you need to track and very few appointments across the week, you may find that a week on 1 page is suitable for you. Choosing your planner isn't always the easiest task, especially if you are newer to planning or have been trying to use a planner for a while, but just haven't found what works for you yet. Yes, your planner setup may be the issue, but in my experience working with those in my community and my productivity mastermind, it's usually not the planner that's the issue, but our own habits and usage of the planner that needs to be addressed. Once you've chosen the planner you'd like to use for the year, the next action item is to set it up. If you're actually using a customizable system like a ring-bound or a disc-bound planner. So assemble and organize your inserts in in the way that you feel you will use them. And also consider if you need any additional inspiration or stationary tools like sticky notes or page markers to make your planner as efficient and useful as possible. Now, if you would like some more personalized help from me on this topic, come join me in the Productivity and Planning Mastermind membership. The Mastermind is like your on-demand planning and personal development Netflix, hosted by yours truly, filled with ambitious women like you and I who are doing their best to organize a beautiful and fulfilling life for themselves and those around them. Annual members receive a free copy of the Master Planner, plus an ever-growing library of valuable planning inserts and classes for organizing and planning all areas of your life. We even have several live events scheduled throughout the end of the year to help you prepare for 2022, organizing our planners, goals, and so much more. Click the link in the description of this video for details on the limited time offer I have running for the Mastermind annual membership plan, and to see all the amazing resources and benefits that joining the Mastermind community has to offer. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to grab your free download linked in the description to get the most from this series. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with anyone you think would find it helpful. For more of the behind the scenes of my productivity life and business, make sure you're following me on Instagram at MissTrenchcoat. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, bye-bye.